Vamos a hacerlo. And then let's go ahead and get started standing. And you guys can, try the thing. Try the thing where you come to standing, no hands. If that went well, try it 5 more times. No hands. We used to do this like every day, all the time, getting down and up without using your hands. And then you can also just skip this portion. All right, so now I'm gonna move kind of to the center of the mat. And I'm gonna just take a second to kind of prance through my feet here. And so what that means is I'm sort of lifting one foot, going heel ball toe, toe ball heel as I land, just kind of waking up a sense of balance. So you can kind of hold yourself on one leg for a moment and then really set the foot down. And the dream, when we're living the dream, you start to feel your abdominal muscles kicking in, your psoas kicking in, while the leg comes up. Mientras elevando la pierna. Good. So now I want you to just take that same little thing, but maybe stretch the leg out to the side a bit. So just a small movement, reaching, keeping the foot kind of low to the floor. And then maybe even bringing the foot in as close to the opposite foot as you can while you're stretching or when you're bringing the foot back in. So just a tiny little waking up. You can do that same thing now, reaching back. So just already beginning with a little sense of balance, staying low to the floor through your feet, which is actually its own little challenge. All right, so now let's pause with your 2 feet underneath you, 10 toes facing forward, los pies, bueno, dedos de la mano, dedos del pie, adelante, dedos de la mano afuera. So your fingertips are gonna move out mientras doblando las rodillas while you bend your knees, moving your muslos atrás. Good, and I'm letting my fingertips come together. Then my fingertips move really wide, spreading out. Very nice. Where did April go? Rowan said that about 5 times. Where did April go? All right, so now let's come all the way, hold ourselves out, pull your abdominal wall in, and just pulse lightly. As you do this, you want to feel the lumbar spine is totally supported. So take a moment here. La espalda inferior apoyada, good, por los abdominales. So now take your opposite hand and rest it on your lumbar as you continue to just pulse a little bit through your muscles, through your thighs, feeling your chest is nice, relax and release. Now I'm putting 2 hands here on my low back, chest is open and even. Very, very, very nice, good. So now let's inhale, open the arms. And then this time, everybody tap one thigh, lift it. Now you're just lifting the foot a little bit higher. I still want you to feel yourself push your weight into the opposite side. Good. So you're really anchoring one way, and lifting the other, energetic opposition here. So that act of pushing down is gonna help you lift up. Empujando abajo, ayuda, apoya. Subiendo la pierna, lifting the leg. Alzando la pierna. Good, so now let's see, can you go ahead and hold one leg lifted? This is my left, your right. And I want you to try with your hands underneath the thigh a few times, bending and straightening the knees. You're waking up balance. Once again, just feeling the top of the head continuing to rise up as you extend the leg. Very nice. Let's set that down. Same thing, other side. Push through one, push through your downside. Lift through the upside. Extend through the shin. Extend from the base of the kneecap. 3 and 2 and 1. Very nice. Setting that leg down. This time we're gonna come down, place both elbows here on your thighs for a moment, and then inhale, you'll take a big stretch up. So your codos abajo, encima de los muslos, and then I want you to push your feet into the floor and reach your tailbone and coccyx en la dirección de los talones. So towards your heels. Good. Empujando abajo. Empujando arriba. Good. Taking this just a few more times, continuing to wake up. Very nice. So now we're going to work on balance again for a moment. Pause here. I'm going to my right side first. This is me lifting my left leg up just a foot, an inch from the floor for 10, 9, 8, 7. Hello, hamstring. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Setting it down, opposite side. So now my left side down, my right side lifting. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Setting that down. Exhaling, coming right back up. Now we're going to go opposite elbow to thigh. Codo apuesto a muslo. Good. So you're taking opposite elbow to each thigh, and then as you twist, you want to feel your hips stay lined up with your shoulders so that twist is through the midline, right across the navel band. Good. Taking that just a couple more times. 3 and 2. Good. And now let's try this. You're going to pause. This is my left elbow to the right thigh. You might be opposite me. Now see if you can lift again for 10, 9. Opposite leg comes up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now if the lift is too hard, just leave the toe on the floor and endeavor to find that lift. Let's do it on the other side, lifting all the way up. Big stretch, and now this is my right elbow, left thigh might be opposite for you. See if you can pick up the opposite leg and hold 10, 9, 8, 7. Just put the toe down if you lose your balance. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale all the way up, and then exhale. Place your hands on the low back. Take a nice long estiramiento adelante. So shaking your head, negando con la cabeza, y bueno, de acuerdo con la cabeza. Good. And then from here, let's inhale, look all the way up, and then exhale, take your 2 arms out, and then I want you to reach your feet right underneath your 2 arms. And then we're going to start shifting your weight side to side, big reach through the limbs. Good. And if it feels nice, you can create a little lift through the supporting, or through your opposite side, the lifting side. Good. You can kind of grow that lift as you go. You can bring the palms together as you move through the center, and then just feeling yourself expand, still connected to the ground, and then lifting there with intention. Very nice. Few more rounds. Still waking up. 2 and 1. So now I want you to just reach to one side a few times. I'm reaching over my right leg, kind of flying over the leg. If that feels good to you, again, mirror me or go opposite, whatever makes sense. Good. So palms coming together as the knees bend, and then reaching your weight over the leg. And from here, una pausa, we're going to try just bending through the knees once again. We're going to take that opposite side. So palms together, knees bend, exhale, volando sobre la pierna, flying all the way out over the leg. A little, almost like a half leap in a way, a one-legged leap. Good. Taking that just a couple more times, feeling myself breathing more deeply. Good. And then from here, let's pause, down low once again. Exhale, stretch, reach your arms, lengthen the leg, tailbone down, and then you're going to reach opposite hand to ankle. Inhaling up, exhale, stretching out over the opposite leg. So here we go. Big breath taps, and then you lift. Exhaling. So again, this is through a long spine. Good, and again, rotating through the rib cage as you come over. Very nice. Let's now take 2 arms up, and I want you to reach your ribs towards one leg and then the other. So your shoulders are stretching out in opposition to the hips, and you're still, again, just waking up obliques, waking up spinal extension. Very nice. Good. So now I want to add a little bend of the knees. Exhale, stretch. Come through the center, bend the knees. Exhale, stretching over. Bending. Exhale, reaching and stretching. Couple more. Bend. Exhale, reach. Bend tall. Exhale, reach. One more time. Excellent. So now let's all turn. I'm going to pivot my weight, so now I'm facing. This is my right foot, and my right foot is further from the computer screen. So I'm going to stretch, take my arms out, and then exhale, pull my back leg in. So again, just try finding some lightness here in this movement. Whoa, I say as I topple to the ground. Here you go, down and up. 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Stretch that leg back, and now from here, if you can, let's bend and straighten 2 knees. Again, you control the range of motion here, so I'm coming down and up. 10, 9, and 8, and 7, and 6, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. Very nice. So now from here, go ahead, exhale. Put your hands on your low back for a moment. A big stretch up. Good. Plant the back heel, and then you're going to stretch now over your right leg. Sobre la pierna derecha. Push through that foot, and then pivot towards the computer screen. And now, voila, otro lado. So now you're going to stretch, reach your arms out. Exhale, bring the foot in, and reach back out. So here we go. This is now my right leg, reaching, extending, coming up. And we'll take just a few more rounds, waking up balance, waking up blood flow. Good. And from here, let's go ahead and pause and leave that leg back. And then we're going to bend through 2 knees, down and up, for 10, and 9, and 8, and 7. So again, feeling your head right above your tailbone. 6, 5, 4, 3. La cabeza sobre la espalda inferior. 2, 1. Good. So now you're going to leave your 2 hands on your low back. Plant the back heel. Come and stretch forward. Good. Reach out through your 10 toes. Very, very nice. Now take your right hand down, your left hand down, and then the left foot reaches back. So we're going to move from a down dog position to your knees to the floor, to the hips lowering down. You're going to keep them slightly hovering above the floor. Exhale, pull the abdomen in and reverse. Can we do that like 5 times? 5 veces, como no, here we go. Rodillas, cadera, cabeza arriba, and then a reverso. Good, so here we go, knees, hips, head comes up, and then you're gonna lead with the tailbone, push everything back. Rodillas, cadera, cabeza arriba, al reverso, pushing all the way up. Let's do that one more time. Rodillas, cadera, la cabeza arriba, and then reaching all the way. So now let's bend one knee and then straighten the other. So I want you to really deeply focus on estirando por la pantorrilla. So you're stretching as much as you can through your calf muscles. Estirando aquí. And I want you, as the leg lifts, I want you to feel your belly muscles firing up connecting to this movement. So try to kind of keep your hips estable while you're reaching one knee and then the other. Excellent. So now let's go ahead, raise your right leg. That's the one closest to the computer screen. And then vamos a subir la rodilla. So 5 times exhale, keeping the knee bent, just lift it up. 3, y 2, y 1. Muy bien. So now take that knee, bring it in between your 2 hands, plant the back heel beneath you, arms come up. Good. So now exhale, bring your hands behind you, stretch towards the leg. Inhale, up, 2, 3, arms back, head for your shin, head for the shins, and up. La cabeza en la dirección, moviendo en la dirección de las espinillas. Very nice. Let's do that one more time. Good, 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 good. And then from here, place your 2 arms down. Now you're gonna pivot away from the computer screen through your feet. Here we are on the other side. Step your front foot, that's the left one, back. And here we go, you're gonna go rodillas, cadera, cabeza, arriba, al reverso otra vez. Good, so knees, hips, head come down. And this should really feel that relationship right here between the head and the tail. Head coming up as your tailbone is able to release down towards the floor. Exhale, reversing. Tailbone arriba, bajando, rodillas, cadera, cabeza arriba, y ahora cabeza abajo. Good, let's do that one more time. Rodillas, cadera, cabeza, and then all the way arriba. Very nice. So now from here, once again, a little stretch through your feet. Good. And before we do this on the other side, I want you to try that same action through your hands. So it's helping you really wake up shoulder stability. Now you're going to keep your hips, your feet, your knees anchored and pull one elbow up and then the other. So just taking that a few times for the love of the hombros. The hombros, siempre los hombros, your shoulders. Good, so now una pausa. Pause here for a moment. The left leg, you're gonna lift to the knee bend, reach it up. Hello, cadera. Lift the knee. Good. So I want you to feel, again, energetic opposition between your 2 legs. One leg really reaching down, anchoring into the floor, opposite leg lifting. Good, so now you're gonna pull that foot in between your 2 hands. Brazos arriba, manos arriba, cabeza arriba. All of that up, and then your arms are gonna come down, and vamos a estirar la cabeza en la dirección de la espinilla. So moving your head towards your shin. Head for the shins. Good, let's take this just a couple more times. Inhale, and exhaling, stretching over the leg, waking up our sense of balance esta mañana. Good. And then from here, we're gonna pause on bottom for just a moment. Bring your hands on either side de esta pierna, this leg. Good, keeping again both knees alert. You can do that by try lifting your heels here. Good, now try to lift the balls of the feet. The back ball of your foot won't come up. The ball of your back foot won't come up. Good, so now I'm gonna pivot away from the computer screen. Voila, peekaboo. Todo el mundo. So now coming in between your 2 legs for just a moment. In a wide leg forward bend, we sometimes call Padottanasana. So right here, everybody take your hands to the back of your head, and then exhale, round, bring your head up, and really allow some release in your cervical vertebra. Super, super bien. So now I'm gonna continue to pivot towards my right foot. I'm gonna step my right foot back now. And from here, 2 knees down, elbows pull into the sides. So just take this a few times. Waking up, holding your body weight here. 3 and 2 and 1. Now I want you to hold again. See about lifting your right arm and reaching it back and keeping your 2 hips facing forward. Hold 5, 4 with your 2 knees down. 3, 2, 1. Bringing that arm back down, getting firmness anchored in your right side, then lifting your left arm back behind you. 5, 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Very nice. Now you're going to reach 2 thighs back and bring yourself up on the knees. If you want to use your blanket here for a moment to kind of help prop your knees, never a bad idea to be kinder to your rodillas. Good. So now, once again, bring your hips, your tailbone anchored, moving down. That will engage the glutes. Tap through the ball of your right foot. Good. Now we'll try that same thing in la izquierda. So take that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. Good. If this makes your feet cramp, I'm so sorry. So now elbows, arms are going to reach out, hips move back, exhale, pulling up. Inhale, and you can even stretch your wrists in opposition, bringing your fingertips back towards your body. This is a great way to get a little extra stretch in your wrists. Let's do that one more time. Good. And then from here, go ahead, hold down here. Look, I got little puppets talking to me, saying it's okay, you got this, as I gently kind of pulse the thighs down and up. 3, 2, and 1. Exhale, move the thighs down, lift the hips up. Now this time, again, I'm going to reach my left heel down towards the floor, and then exhale, send my right knee all the way up in the air. So the knee bends, the 2 knees are parallel, and then I'm going to exhale, reach 5. Exhale, reach 4. Exhale, reach 3 and 2 and 1. Very nice. The leg comes down, opposite side. Continue to really reach through the heel. Exhale, send it up. And we'll go 5 and 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Very nice. So now you're going to lower your 2 knees and exhale, extend the right leg, extend the left leg, lift the hips, melt the knees, la cadera, push through the arms, lift your head. Elbows down, hips up, then knees, and lift. So we're going to reverse that. Knees, hips, head, and up. Elbows down, hips up, then knees, lifting tall. Here you go. Just a couple more rounds. So you're just kind of creating a light little spinal undulation here. Good. And then with your hips down for a moment, try to lift here your thighs off of the floor, lifting the head and chest. You can bend a foot, reach ahead toward a heel, and then let's reverse that. Opposite foot towards head. Big stretch of your garganta. Good. And now let's take 2 feet, reach them towards 2 heads, my 2 heads. Exhale, head and toes reaching for one another. And then exhale, elbows down, 10 toes to the floor, belly pulls in. Can you pivot and rotate towards the computer screen? Good, so I'm gonna take my top arm towards my ear, let my hips lower a little, and then lift. So here I go, and exhale, lift up into a side plank. Hips down and then lift. Hips down and lift. Down and lift 3. Down, lift 2. Down and lift 1. Very nice. Go ahead, pause here for a moment. Lift the 2 hips back up. Let's try that on the other side. I'm going to pivot now. The back of me towards the computer screen. Top arm up, and then as my hips come down, exhale, pull everything into the center. Give this just a few more rounds. 3 and 2 and 1. Very nice. Now from here, letting that arm pivot right back down to the floor. Go ahead, lift the two hips up. Bring your right knee, your left knee to the mat. And then I'm gonna come up to a seated position. Working a little bit on boat pose. So take your arms and stretch up. Good. And then from here, everybody arms back behind the head and then in front of your pecho. So it's like you're giving yourself antlers, como venados. Good. And then the arms forward. All right, so now reach the arms out, pull the belly in and pull. It's almost like push-ups, but you're sitting upright. So arms are forward, and then we'll reach back up. Adelante y atrás. Afuera, arriba, afuera, arriba, afuera. Good. So now hold here for a moment. Bring your hands, this is behind my right leg. I'm going to stretch and reach this leg out for a moment, really giving a little bit of amor to my hamstring. Going to lift and tap my opposite leg. Good, I'm going to stretch and extend that leg out. Again, just keeping a little blood flow. Por las piernas, 3 and 2 and 1. Very nice. Can we hold everything here for a moment? One hamstring stretching, one hip flexor working. And then from there, let's go ahead, inhale, stretch, 2 legs down, sit all the way up, arms out, and pump. So once again, pumping through the abdominal wall, opening the chest, reaching back, opening the chest, reaching back, opening the chest, reaching back. Good, let's do that one more time. And then from here, you'll pause, feel the belly firm, take your hands now to the left, muslo izquierdo. Good, stretch that leg out. You can walk your hands down the shin. If you like, really focus for a moment, giving your hamstring un poco de amor. And then you're gonna let the right side tap and lower, tap and lower, 3 and 2 and 1. Now exhale, stretch and extend the shin out and in. Esvenilla afuera y abajo. Good. Couple more. So wonderful for the health of the knee. Hold it up, down and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Very nice. Bend the knee, bend the opposite knee. Inhale. This time you're going to come down and now pump the arms. You're going to pull the elbows slightly back behind the shoulder blades. Exhale, reach them out. So the codos atrás y adelante. Your elbows back, pushing forward, elbows back, pushing forward, elbows back. Now pull your forearms underneath you. Exhale, lift 2 knees. Good. So again, keeping your chest nice and open. Excellent, excellent. Hold the 2 legs lifted. I'm going to take my right hand to my left thigh and twist. Good. Let that hand come down. Left hand, right thigh. Big twist through my back. Oh, very nice. Back to the center. Push the 2 feet into the floor. Push the 2 hands. Lift the hips. Very nice. So now I want you to lower the hips. Extend the 2 legs. We're going to try this a few times. Push to the feet. Lift the hips. Now lower the hips. Feel the belly kick in. Lift the 2 legs. Empujando por los pies. Subiendo la pelvis. And then coming right back down. Exhale, extending. Let's make this the last time here. Big lift up. Lowering all the way. Hold the legs. Right arm out, left arm out. Let's be here for about 5 breaths. So Navasana. This was the long way to this pose. Try to elongate your exhales through the nose as best you can. Now from here, tap your feet. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to the floor. You ready for this? Drag the feet up. Whoosh. Push to the feet. And here we are. Levantado. Do you want to try that 5 more times? Bajando. So you decide how low you want to go. This is like yoga limbo. Push through the feet. Exhaling up. Maybe like 1 more if the spirit is moving you. Exhale all the way to standing. Good, let's try. I'm gonna slide this blanket to the side once again. And we're gonna just work a little parallel hip sequence. So I'm on the back edge of my mat, el atrás, and my right leg is facing the computer screen. So I'm gonna start here by just lifting, I'm gonna start by lifting the left leg up, but holding it lifted for just a moment. Now if I want, I'm gonna take my 2 hands to the big toe, extend the leg, and give 5 breaths. Yeah, so remembering elongating the exhale. See now if you can put that foot on the thigh. Move the thighs back. Take 5 breaths. Good. Now see about folding over the leg. Taking a couple breaths. Nagin, should we go there? Okay, so everyone can stay in this pose unless you are feeling fancy schmancy. You're gonna walk your hands out, right, left, right. Good. So now look, you can just hang out. This is like down dog, but you got one leg folded in over the hips. Good, so now try, I don't even know, I gotta bring this leg up a little bit more. Yeah. So now you gotta fold the knees to the thighs. Oh, I can't even do it today. But you can, everybody could try this. Tapping the foot in and then reaching back. Tapping in and reaching back. Tapping in and reaching back. We'll work on that after class. This has been excellent. Good, so now I want you to walk your hands back. If you made it into flying pigeon, you win. Me, not today, not so much. Maybe on the other side. So now exhale, taking all of that back up. Good, extend your left leg forward. Now take your right arm up, and you're just gonna gallop to the side of your mat. All right, let's try that on the other side. So now I'm gonna step weight into my left leg. I'm gonna pick up my right, hold this leg lifted for a moment. Good. If it feels okay, I'm gonna take my hand to the big toe. Is this the leg I've already done? No. Breathe into this. Now I'm gonna fold at the hip, or fold at the knee joint, bring the foot in, inhale the arms up. So everyone can just stay here. And then if it feels nice, you can try a little forward bend. And this is a little bit of heaven to the hips. You can also do this lying down on the mat, just folding one leg in. It's very enjoyable. Okay, so now walking your hands out can kind of come into that same position, but a down dog. Good, the down dog version. And then if you like, you can kind of tap the knee towards the mat, reaching the 2 hips up. I'm just not warmed up for this pose. It could happen, but I'm not warmed up for it. Good. So now from here, go ahead, pause, walk your hands back, right, left, right, pause, gather your weight on the left side. This is how I need it to be. All right. And then from there, bring your weight all the way back up on the left leg. Extend the right. Now you're gonna gallop to the center of your mat. Good. And then let's see. So bringing your 2 weight, your 2 feet nice and wide. I want you to try again, just a little bit of a reach, kind of waking up a lateral stretch. So I'm coming over one leg and then the other. Estirando, estirando. Good, good, good. Making that just a couple of times. So now, bend in the knees, reach up through the arm. Bend in the knees, up through the arms. Bending and up, bending and up. So now hold down here for a moment. One elbow reaches to the knee, clap the 2 hands together, opposite elbow to knee. So you're just creating a little lengthening and reaching. 2 arms, good. So now, this is my left leg, might be your right. Just turn it in and really actively reach the opposite toes out. So now you can come over this leg. Good. If it feels okay, bring the hand a little closer to the ankle, maybe even to the floor. You can try lifting the bottom arm 1 inch up and down from the floor. So this is happening through the obliques. 2 and 1, good. Bottom arm can come down and up just a few times, continuing to keep energy in the bicep. 2 and 1, good. Now you can try tapping the fingertips together back behind you, stretching, reaching all the way up. So wrapping the arms around the leg, exhale, coming right back up, wrapping the arms around the leg, exhale, coming up. Let's do that 1 more time. Hold here, head moves back, la cadera adelante, move your hips forward. Excellent. Now you're gonna take bottom arm down, top hand to the hip, and then step the back foot in, 2 feet. Now you're gonna walk the right hand out 1 foot. Oh, look, I have my handy yoga prop. Aki. Top arm up, Ardha Chandrasana. Very nice. You could even try tapping foot and hand together just to wake up your proprioception. Maybe you have a handy yoga prop. Good. All right, and then from here, set that knee down, push through your thigh, push through the leg. Let's try something like that on the opposite side where I don't have a handy yoga prop. Good, so I now want you to come down, just reach here for a moment, and you're gonna pull through the obliques to help you lift and lower your torso, right? So being connected to your muscle fibers every step of the way is really, really awesome, I think, to have in a práctica de yoga. Good, so now I'm gonna tap hands, exhale up, tap and reach behind me. So your fingertips do not have to touch. The act of reaching your head over your foot, waking up your oblique while extending your arms, all that jazz. Good. So now, let's go ahead, hold down here for just a moment, and you're gonna bring your head back, your hips forward, opening your chest. Good, and then the top hand. Oh, someone may need to mute. All right, so then from here, you're gonna step your back foot in 2 feet, walk your bottom hand, that left foot out, or left hand, maybe your right, all the way out, and then you're gonna lift into Ardha Chandrasana on this side. So reach through the heels, lift through the legs, breathe through the pulmones, respirando through the lungs. Todo, eso. Very nice. And then from here, go ahead, lowering that leg. Once again, turn all sets of toes in and stretch forward. Padottanasana. In your Padottanasana, now walk your hands out a little closer to the computer screen. Exhale, reaching the hips back. Try that just a couple times. So it's like a wide-legged plank. Exhale, coming forward. Push through the arms to come back. So one more time. All the way, adelante. Then reaching back. Good, last time. And then exhale, walking your hands back. I want you to try out, 2, 3, and then stick your tongue out as far as you can. Now look at the end of your nose. Perfect. Now walk it right back out. Let's do that 2 more times. So you're gonna come left, right, left, stick out your tongue. Look at the end of your nose. All the way back. 3, 2, 1. Last time. This time, hold your tongue out and then down as much as you can, and then up as high as you can, and then to the left and to the right. All right, excellent. Bring that all the way back. Walk your hands toward your feet. And then I'm going back to my right leg. I'm going to take my left arm, might be your right arm, over. And I'm going to reach my hands together behind me. I'm going to step my outside leg in. So that's my left, might be your right. And I'm going to hold for a moment and then see about bringing weight onto this leg. Weight, weight, weight. And then if I feel balanced, I'm going to work on extending my shin. Exhale, coming down, unfolding, and then trying that on the other side. So now this is my left leg, might be your right leg. Inhale, opening the arms, hug the leg. We've already done this. So everybody can work on just being here. Now this opposite leg, my right might be your left, steps in, 2 feet. You could just hang out here, right? This is fun. Bend and straighten the knees. Or exhale, see about bringing weight onto your right leg. Holding here for a moment. If it feels safe, if it feels steady, extend the shin. 3, 2, 1. Exhale, coming down. Releasing your limbs. One other little balance, because I'm feeling super duper out of balance. Right foot forward. Hands to the hips, bend and straighten. So everybody could do just this, which is bending and straightening that shin bone, saying hello to the hamstrings. Good. Or you can grab the hand and foot, extend the opposite arm, and then lift up and breathe. Good. Exhale, release, switching sides. So now think about just bending and straightening the right hamstring. Good. Exhale, hand and foot together. And then left arm out, reach and breathe. Exhale, release, coming out of that pose. Good. So now let's try a little bit of, I said one more balance. We're gonna do another balance. Okay, this is my right leg. I'm gonna cross my left over it. I want you to play with that just a few times. Whichever leg you've decided to do, crossing over, crossing over. Good. So now hold the leg crossed and then see about, oh, this will be tricky. Can you pull the shin bone up? Good. Now can you take the leg and hook it back? Oh, my sticky legs. Good. Now your 2 arms can come out. Just breathe here. If you want to cross, right arm over left or left arm over right, give that a go. Unfold the leg, unfold the arms, and then same thing, just tap and reach across and out. Good. Now see if you can hold the leg crossed, so you're kind of crossed at the thighs, pull the opposite shin bone up. So the leg that's crossed, pull the shin bone up. Work in the inner thigh, big timesies. Good. Now if you can hook the foot, como no. Straighten the 2 hips, back forward. Reach the 2 arms out. Good. When you lose the balance, just tap that bottom foot into the floor. Cross the arms, breathe. Guru Dasana. 2 and 1. Exhale, release all of that. Okay. I want to try something that I think will be fun for some of you. So let's come here. Put your blanket back in the center of your mat. And I'm going to put my hands right underneath my blanket. And then I'm going to fold at the knees. So everyone can do this. I promise, te prometo, right? So everyone can come to all fours and then put your head on your blanket. When you put your head down, put this top of the head right here, aquí en la cabeza, goes to the mat. And then instead of letting the arms bow out or move wide, pull them in. And as you pull the arms in, I want you to feel your core muscles engage as you take weight up, right? So I'm pulling the abdomen in, weight moves up. And then from here, try bringing one leg out and back. Reach it out and back. You can try that with the opposite leg. So the idea is you're just gonna get steady on your hands and the top of your head, right? Now, if that's feeling okay, I want you to try, take a breath, come out of that if it doesn't feel good, check in with your neck, and then if it feels okay, if it feels safe, one knee to each upper arm bone. So you're just alternating here, this little lift. And then if that feels safe, and you want to put two knees on your two arm bones, you can do just that. And if it feels safe, you could lift the legs. And then if you're feeling safe on the top of your head, elongate your exhales through the nose. When you come down, you set the feet on the floor, set the knees down, so you're not toppling in an out of control way. So that's a version of a headstand, and it starts, all headstands start here, right? Getting comfortable with the weight on the top of the head, and then we build from there. Okay. We can talk more about headstands after class if that's interesting to you, but we all need to stretch that out of the necks. So opposite arm and elbow here, release the top of your head. You'll notice there was some work. There was some compression aquí en esta vértebra. So go ahead and allow that to come out. And once again, you can take one hand behind the head, stretch it up. Good. Exhale, releasing that totally. Folding at your knees. Let's start coming down to the mat. So, bringing your hands here back behind the thighs for just a moment. You can exhale and slide. Bring your weight down. Good. And then see about taking your two legs up in the air for just a few breaths. The belly anchored, strong, pulling in. Apoyándote siempre. Good. And then let's exhale, set this just your left leg down. Take your right ankle to the left thigh. And then you're gonna exhale, lift the hips up. Slowly lower your hips to the mat. And then stretch your opposite leg out. That's the left leg coming long. So now my right hip is getting a nice little passive stretch here. Estiramiento. Good. And then you're gonna lift the legs up one more time. Bring your hands now to the left shin and more deeply stretch your gluteal group, especially on the right side. Very nice. So now your two arms unfold, two legs unfold. Hold them lifted for just a moment. And again, really feeling your belly firing up to hold the limbs. Good. Now the right leg's gonna come to the floor. Push all the way up, lifting here. Left ankle, right thigh. Stretch, lift the hips once again. Again, elongating your exhales. And then lowering your hips, lowering your pelvis, extending the right leg all the way out. Good, so that this hip gets to open. Good, you're trying to keep your hips balanced here by pulling in at the belly, in at the rib cage, and then let the femur bone kind of float out. Good, so use the navel knitted together. Exhale, bring the knees in. Sobre el pecho. So you're bringing your knees over your chest. And then rocking side to side here for just a moment. I've clasped my hands around my right shin. La espinilla derecha. Good. So now I'm going to bring 2 legs back up, 2 arms overhead. Give this once again just a few breaths. Front of the belly, drawing deep. Elongating exhales through the nose. Hands here to the backs of your legs. Exhale, let the shins float up. Good. Supta Paschimottanasana. Maybe moving a little closer to Halasana. Good, you can release that down, bring the soles of your feet together, your hands to your 2 feet. Supta Baddha Konasana. And then if you like, extending one leg, whoa. Reaching it right back in. Estirando otra pierna, stretching the other leg out. Very nice. Pulling your sacrum, your tailbone down, and then reaching your 2 legs out as you do. So you're moving the sacrum to the floor, pulling the abdomen deep, deep, deep. And then from here, we're going to fold that in. Let your 2 legs come down. Make yourself comfortable. I'm going to go Supta Baddha Konasana and place my hands on the low abdomen. So now focus on breathing into the low belly and out through the nose. Once again, elongating the exhale. Leave your left hand on your abdomen. Take your right index finger to your right nostril. We're going to breathe 5 times through the left side. Switching hands. Left nostril is going to be blocked. Right hand on the belly. 5 breaths in and out of the right nostril. Now let's bring your fingertips here to your forehead, your frente, and then lightly, lightly tap your fingertips into your forehead and into your scalp. You can rub your fingertips now into your hairline, right around the ear, pressing in with the index finger. You can bring your fingertips to your temples, pushing in, rubbing in little circles, remembering you're controlling the pressure. So find the amount of pressure that really feels therapeutic to you as you push in. Hands now can move to the base of your jaw. You can cross at the wrists and massage the back of your neck. And then take a moment, let your arms float to your sides, and just take a few freeing breaths without anything to do. When it feels comfortable to you, just roll to one side. Rest there for a moment more. And then pushing through your hands, you can find yourself coming up into a seated position. And we'll bring las palmas juntas. Good. All right. We did it. Otro jueves. Okay, friends, enjoy the rest of your day y namaste. Muy bien.
Gracias, Elizabeth.
Gracias, gracias.